Yo, what is going on, guys? So on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at some women who have rejected womanism, allegedly. So let's see what they have to say.
I just seen a video of a girl saying that if a guy took her to a chain restaurant on a first date, she would ghost him. Why? And then I seen another girl say that if a guy doesn't make 6 figures or more, she wouldn't date him. Okay, I get it. We all have our standards. We all have what we want. But aren't these the same girls that complain about there's no good men out there? Or complain about being cheated on? Or guys ain't shit? No. The guys you choose ain't shit. Because you're basing your love, your heart, off of monetary stature. That's the problem. My heart can't be bought. My coochie can't be bought. But a lot of girls these days, they got a price tag on them.
And you know what, guys? That price tag will cause a lot of these modern women to be single and alone as they go into their 30s and 40s, okay? They can, expect a guy to do all these things, earn this money, be a certain height and all that kind of stuff. That's fantastic, but let's call it for what it is, okay, guys? It's not standards. It's just ego. It's narcissism. Okay, a lot of these women, guys, their heads have been blown up so much from social media. They think that they're absolute queens. They think that they can be a boss babe and attract a guy who respects themselves. And yet they're the ones who are crying when they're 40 years old, and they're the ones paying for the cat food boys.
Where a girl said she's never seen a pretty Trump supporter, and if you're offended by that, then you're ugly. All right, so I know beauty is subjective, and someone might find me attractive and other people might find me to be looking like a dude, and that's okay. Again, if you're liberal, then me looking like a dude should be like a positive thing, because you guys are all in support of that. But let's take a look at what liberals find attractive, shall we?
Please no.
Armpit hair. I can smell it from here. Sexy. So attractive. Facial hair. Yes, I like, the lipstick really brings out the chin hair. It's a good compliment. Body positivity. Yes, where we reject anything that's health and fitness. It's hot. Pure sex.
Be mad at me after this. Why is it that when you get cheated on, you be mad as hell, right? As a woman, mad. But why is it when the guy is cheating on his woman with you, you're cool with it?
Because it's all about attention, okay? This is why these girls get so mad, guys. They get so furious when they hit 30 and 40, and they see all those guys that they passed up not wanting to deal with them. You see, because they'd rather get with the 20-year-olds, okay? All those dudes who you treated like crap when you were in your 20s, now as you start to get older, they don't want to deal with you anymore. Like the attitude, it's not so bearable anymore. Yeah, guys will deal with you for 20 minutes here and there, or you might get a few relationships or whatever. Okay, but your boss babe attitude is not conducive to a long-term relationship, and guys don't want to deal with you. So yeah, see, this is the thing, okay, guys. These girls, they're totally okay with a guy cheating on his wife or his girlfriend or whatever to get with her because she's the one getting the attention. Okay, it's all about attention for these people, guys. It's not about caring about people or, having genuine relationships or anything like that. It's who's getting the attention. And as long as they're getting the attention, they're winning and they don't have anything to complain about. That's why you always notice, guys, these girls who talk about womanism, these girls don't even know how to spell the damn word until they get older, and then they start to have issues because men don't want them anymore.
Can somebody explain? Ladies, somebody.
You know what the problem is today? Men feel that they can't express themselves because you make it all about you. I'm talking about you females.
Okay, I've got to pause it here, guys. You see, this is why I don't typically do videos like this, right? Is because I don't believe a lot of what comes out of their mouth. Like, yeah, it can be factually true, okay? But a lot of these girls are just straight up saying crap, so that they can get dudes to simp for them on social media, right? It's the exact same thing as a dude going out here and being a womanist, right? And he's like all about women's rights and stuff like that. Every guy knows that that man is a slime ball, what he's doing is he's trying to suck up to the women by saying, you know what, I care so much about your right. Guys, he doesn't care about their rights or whatever the hell, you know. He doesn't care about going to that protest because he actually cares about the cause. No, he wants to get into the good graces with the women. It's the same thing with these women who get online and they repeat the talking points of some of the dudes who make these points, you know, and, you know, go over marriage or, you know, how dudes can't display emotion, whatever. They say this stuff, they repeat back what they hear from content creators on the internet, and then all the simps are like, yes, finally someone who understands you. Guys, a lot of these girls, like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they come out here selling $2,000 courses to dudes. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's straight up chameleon behavior a lot of the time. But that's not to say that they don't actually make valid points, guys. But the issue that I have with it is a lot of these girls are just saying this crap because they know that dudes will come along and, you know, throw money at their OF pages or whatever.
They get called pussies if they cry or show any sort of emotion. So what do you expect from them? I find females tend to make shit all about them, and they neglect their partner's feelings, especially men. This is why they keep it all inside. You need to give them a better, safer environment to thrive in, or it's gonna go to shit.
You know, it's funny that she says at the end there, right? Like how dudes get called all these names. If you're a dude and you're emotional in front of a girl, chances are you won't be called like a whole bunch of names or whatever. The girl that you're seeing, whether, or, you know, maybe it's a wife or girlfriend, or maybe it's a girl you're casually seeing, if you choose to sit there and be openly emotional, she'll like applaud it in the short term. You know, she might give you a little pat on the back, but guys, these girls won't come out here and insult you. They'll just leave your ass. Okay, they'll just withdraw from you in whatever capacity that may be. But for all these women who are out here like, yeah, I love an emotional man. No, you don't. Okay, let's just cut the crap, all right? No, you absolutely do not.
It's gonna go to shit.
So I got a question. Why is it that some women want a man to pay her bills, take care of her, wine and dine her, but when he asks her to cook, to clean, and to give him some sex, she says, "You're not my husband," or "I'm not your wife"? Well, why is it one-sided? Why do we expect something from them, but when they expect something from us, we don't want to give it? Make it make sense.
So many girls on Tinder and dating apps have in their bio 6 feet and above, like I only date over 6 feet. But imagine if guys had in their bio C cup and up. Like, just imagine, any guy who put that would be so canceled. And then you all want to talk about internalized misogyny and, oh, society makes women feel like they have to look a certain way. If you want to talk about double standards, there's a double standard for you. In fact, I think the height thing is a little bit more offensive because you can change your bra size, but you can't really change your height.
So I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that's true. What she's saying right there, guys, is like this. I don't think a lot of dudes realize just how severe this is, okay? Women, in the same way that women don't want to date a guy who's poorer than them, it's like, yeah, they will. Here's the thing, guys. When a girl is going out here and she's getting married and she's looking at relationships, what she's looking at is she's not looking for the dude who she's actually attracted to or whatever. She's looking for the guy who's going to come along and be her meal ticket. Okay, she's looking for the dude who's, you know, who earns more than her, who's going to be a safety net for her life when things go wrong, whatever, okay? Now, by the same token, guys, when these girls are going out here and they're dating dudes and they're finding dudes to have bedroom fun with, okay, they typically don't want to get with a dude who's shorter than them. Okay, like they absolutely don't. And I get a lot of people come on here and go like, "Oh, Taylor, you must be, you know, you must be so fat, or you must be short, or you must be an icel, or whatever the case." It's like, guys, I'm 6'3", and I just think this is clown behavior. You know what I mean? It's like watching these girls talk about this crap is like, it's like, okay, what exactly do you do? You know what I mean? It's like you get these girls who are like, yeah, I'm 5'3", but I expect a dude who's like over 6 foot, and I've got a terrible attitude. And you just look at her and you're like, what on earth are you talking about, man? I would be surprised if a guy would just want to sit down and have, you know, because the thing is, guys, is like these girls, any guy who has self-respect, a guy is not going to want to sit down and have a full dinner with you and talk to you because you're a headache. Like, there's just better things for dudes to be doing. Hell, a lot of guys at this point would be like, you know what, I'd rather just play video games than take a girl out on a date because you know that the date is a waste of time, right?
In fact, I think the height thing is a little bit more offensive because you can change your bra size, but you can't really change your height.
So I'm pretty sure we've all heard about Demi Lovato coming out as non-binary and changing her pronouns to they, them, but there's something that nobody's talking about. In her video, she features her friend Alec Manon, who is a somewhat well-known trans activist. I certainly recognized him. How? From this quote right here. In a since-deleted Facebook post, Alec writes, "These days, the narrative is that transgender people will come into bathrooms and abuse little..."
Okay, I don't think we can talk about that, but anyway, if that's... I mean, just look at this picture in the background, right? The picture of the dude that she just showed right there, guys. This is 2021 in a nutshell right here, isn't it? Like, just really, this is 2021 in a nutshell. Which, look, there's something to be said for image. You know, a lot of rock stars back in the day. You got Marilyn Manson, whatever. You got dudes putting on makeup, but what in the hell is going on here? Let's continue onwards.
Nothing. Shut up. On behalf of all men everywhere, because you would crucify them if they tried to fight back on this post, just shut up. Men built the world. Men are extremely important in the raising and upbringing of children and societies and communities and governments. They run the military, the police force, and pretty much everything that you depend on for life. So just shut up.
I'm going to pause it right there, guys. Like, I don't know if you heard that in the background or if I'm just imagining things, but again, this is what I'm talking about things just being a little too convenient, right? I hear kids in the background as she's talking here about how important men are in the development of, you know, raising kids or whatever, you know, family. It's like, guys, these girls seem to regurgitate talking points, right? When it becomes a necessity for them. Like, when it actually becomes an issue, that's when they start to care about men. And I made the point earlier in this video, right, where a lot of girls don't even know how to spell the word womanism until they start to become, start to get older, and dudes don't want to deal with them anymore. I mean, that's also true of girls who are younger, right, who are, 20s or whatever, late teens and stuff like that, who will become womanists. They can also become womanists there when, dudes don't want to deal with them there and it pisses them off, okay? But guys, it's just like a lot of these talking points to me, just awfully convenient. Just absolutely awfully convenient. And see, this is the issue that I have with a lot of these things, guys, is like, it doesn't actually come out of belief of what they're saying, right? It doesn't come out of belief or compassion about dudes or you actually care about men or anything like that. No, a lot of these points come out of the fact that, okay, I need a guy who's going to come along and pay my bills. I need a guy who's going to come along and be a stable security net for me because I don't want to line up a career for the next 25 years of my life until I can eventually retire, right? It's like when these issues start to come in, then the brain starts going, oh crap, I need to start appealing to dudes. I need to start. And by this time, guys, you got all these single mothers, you got girls who have, they've got kids and all that kind of crap, right? And dudes are looking at this going like, why would I deal with this? Why would I come along and have a relationship with you, especially when I have other options? Yeah, I'll see you for short amounts of time, but that's going to be that. And guys, I actually have a bit of a Reddit story that I'm going to pull up afterwards of a single mother who finds herself in the same situation. But I just find this stuff just awfully convenient,
Shut up.
I was thinking about toxic masculinity, and I got really upset today thinking about how they're teaching boys to basically shut up and let the girls talk, and pushing down boys in anything masculine. I'm a girl. I love being a girl. I can do whatever I want to do in this lifetime. No one's stopping me, except the IRS. But I can go do whatever I want. And this idea that men are the reason that women have... No, that's bullshit. Toxic femininity is the issue. This overabundance of express your feelings and you can't hurt my feelings and you have to use my pronouns and there's 700 genders and my mom. No, we need backbones. We need fucking balls. I'm tired of this shit. Toxic femininity is the issue. Watching those two cackling witches sit behind Biden, I was like, that's the fucking...
Left in 15 seconds.
Guys, I was scrolling through TikTok looking for some clips for the show today, and I came across like a meme, right? And it was a guy, and he was hitting golf balls into a golf field, like those, I forget what the name of them is, but you fire them, you hit the golf balls into the net, right? It's like a big arena looking thing. And it had text on the man, and it said "me on Tinder." And then each golf ball he was hitting off into the abyss said a different thing. It was like single mothers, right? Emos, and then it had girl, all these issues that girls had, and he was just like hitting the balls one by one into the field, right? And it's like all of these girls, man. they just have such an abundance of damn issues. Oh, and the other thing that he said, that one of the golf balls that he was hitting away was people who wrote they/them in their bios, right? And I can't help but agree with that, okay? We're getting to the point now, gentlemen, where these people have an agenda trying to push out masculinity, and push out, being a man. Okay, there was a time, guys, where being a man and a woman, it was just that, right? It was literally just that. Okay, but this whole fluidity that they're trying to introduce to gender, let's not pretend as if it doesn't have a completely damaging effect, especially to young men who grow up with this kind of crap, guys. Because let me tell you, if you're a dude and you grow up with this stuff and you start to buy into it and you start to believe it, I mean, good luck in your interpersonal relationships, okay? These people literally have an agenda in screwing over your relationships to raise themselves up. This is not about equality, guys. This whole thing about womanism, it is not about equality, gentlemen. It is about superiority. Okay, like, I don't know how many times we have to see this, and I've covered it many times. I'm not going to go into the typical talking points, guys. It's honestly just tiring. There's 50 million videos on the channel, boys, about why this is about superiority. So let's continue onwards.
Virtuous. We see socialist countries collapsing, but it's apparently a great plan to us.
Yeah, so this is exactly what we were just talking about, right? If you're against competing with biological males in the world, blah blah blah, the word mother/sister/daughter is banned. We believe not only women can give birth.
I want to be a stripper.
Try self-respect, morals, a desire to do good in the world and actually contribute, wanting a real relationship, being disgusted by sex trafficking, abuse, suicide, self-harm records, and that absolutely disgusts me. But let me assure you, I can dance, just not for nasty dollar bills. Ooh, that's for the right guy.
First, super dumb.
And again, right, it's like, okay, I don't know how old this woman is, guys. I'm terrible at guessing ages. But, Mr. Right can be in your life very early on. You know what I mean? Like, you can have your dude, your Prince Charming, the guy that, you can have a dude very early on who's going to stick with you for the rest of your life, if you choose well, okay? And this is typically why as well, back in the day, right? Everybody wants to make a fool out of dads, right? Everybody wants to make a fool out of fathers. You see everywhere in modern day media, guys, just men absolutely getting clowned on. But let me tell you something, gentlemen. Men generally care about their children. They care very much. Like, I'm so sick of this idea that dudes just don't care about things. It's like, men care about a whole lot, okay? Men can be empathetic, men can be caring, men can love their family and their friends, okay? Now, with that being said, there used to be a time when men would be the ones who would kind of choose the partners for these women, right? Often more traditional, traditional places that still goes on, okay? And part of the reason for that, guys, was because the father is going to make a better decision about what kind of partner that the girl is going to have. A lot of these young women, guys, they're going out here, they're choosing partners who are not going to stick around, okay? They're not going to care for them, and then they cry when it happens. And like, everyone wants, but you see, the thing is, her dad would have such an issue with that. Right? Because guys as fathers, the stereotype, guys, is like, dudes, you got to be back by 6, right? You've got to do all these things. He has to come up and knock in the house, and he has to shake my hand and all this kind of crap, guys. And you see, even that is being brushed out of the way, where it's like, I do whatever the hell I want. And then these girls like crying when they can't get a ring. It's like, of course you can't get a ring. Your dating decisions are terrible, and you only have yourself to blame for that. But again, back to this TikTok, it's like, when you say for the right man, I mean, my question is like, where is he,
Dollar bills. Ooh, that's for the right guy.
First, super dumb thing I've seen of 2021. Democrats, in their prayer, said,
a man and a woman.
Amen has nothing to do with men. Just means so be it. So I guess history is no longer going to be a thing. Next thing you're going to ask people, they're going to be measuring in her story. And people are no longer going to be speaking Hebrew. They will be speaking Shebrew. So I saw this on Google. I thought, did I sleep too long? Is it already April 1st? Is this a joke? Nope. Just Democrats being Democrats.
Brainwashed by what, man?
Yeah, it's just people virtue signaling is what it is. Like, you see, anything to make yourself look better is like the name of the game, right? It's like, oh, look at me, I'm this, I'm that, and it's just absolutely disgusting. And they'll do it, right, to appeal to girls. They'll be like, yes, finally someone who, you know, a step in the right direction. We've been so oppressed for so long. As she's sitting there, you know, drinking a whatever the hell that she Uber Eats to her house, and she hasn't left, and she's watching like some talent show on television. It's like these girls want to sit there and complain that they're oppressed, right? And yet there's the most privileged people on the face of the planet, but they're like, yes, finally someone understands our struggle, finally someone cares about us, finally someone, you know, a politician is really recognizing what we're going through. And meanwhile, she's sitting there eating a bucket of ice cream, crying about a dude who won't call her back.
I ask, is it the media that's indoctrinating our entire society to have far left-wing views? Or it must be academia that's pushing liberal views on all of our youth? Or maybe it's all the Snapchat ads. When he took that knee, he stood for all of us. Yeah, super conservative. Or an ad pushing homosexuality on our youth. Or maybe it's all those independent fact checkers that are funded by people like George Soros and the Clintons. So yeah, reality check. Every single aspect of our lives pushes liberalism on our society. We aren't the brainwashed ones. We're the ones who think for ourselves. You should try it.
I think men truly understand what a friends with benefits relationship is. They want all the benefits and none of the friendship.
Oh, doll, I'm just wondering if you and Miss Mama can have a little chat here, because I'm pretty sure they know exactly what it means. See, you hear friends with benefits, and you hear heavy on the friends, and I have the benefits included, and they pretty much just hear benefits. Yeah, access to lots of benefits. How do I know that? Because if they really wanted the friendship mixed with the benefits, doll, they'd be in a relationship. So do I actually think friends with benefits exist? No, I think it's one of those things that works until it doesn't, and it invariably doesn't work, because the minute you add the emotion and the caring and the connectiveness of friendship mixed with benefit, doll, you can't help but get attached. And the minute you start acting attached, the other party's going to withdraw. So we want to slow down. We want to understand why we do what we do. We want to ask ourselves, why is that more appealing than investing in a relationship? Because my guess is that feels a whole lot safer. And our body works so hard to protect ourselves. Just a thought.
Oh, feminism.
This is why I like to laugh at all those girls, man. Like, one of my friends showed me a girl who's, he showed me her Tinder profile, right? And in her bio, you know, all the pictures, guys, like every second one was her, you know, seeing a bit too much of her, whatever, right? And in her bio, she had written that, yes, my boyfriend knows that I'm here. Okay, guys, we're seeing a push in modern day society, right, for polyamory. Like, yes, queen, you do whatever you want. You can go out here and you can have 5 boyfriends or whatever. But these girls, like, they're just so absolutely shattered, man. Because, you see, they can go out there and they can say, oh, I've got my boyfriend at home. I've got another boyfriend here. But those guys who wear the title of boyfriend, she's not really attracted to them. Right, these girls who are going out everywhere saying like, yeah, I've got this guy, I've got that guy. It's like, okay, but where's your man? You know, like where's the guy that you have, right, that you're with, who has self-respect, right? Because no guy who has self-respect is going to be like your dude number 3. And let's not kid ourselves here, guys. Like, this also applies like a bit differently here, but girls have rotations. Right, I hope all of you know that. I hope you guys know that every time, if you're a dude who's choosing to go out there and date, if you go up and you talk to a girl, please understand that she's already seeing at least somebody. Okay, I don't care how innocent or whatever she seems, okay? But that's just why I find all this stuff so funny. Is like, girls are like, yeah, I'm so comfortable in myself. Yeah, I'm just so happy. And like, guys, when I say that these girls are crying at 2 a.m. eating junk food because a guy won't call them, I really do mean that. Okay, like, I really do. These girls, like, they're still out here chasing Chad. Okay, they'll have 5 boyfriends, but they just still can't get that one guy that they really want. And guys, I have absolutely no sympathy for it. I think it's hilarious, to be honest with you. This right here says, can we talk about how absolutely hypocritical womanism is for a second? So let's take a look.
Is for a second. Feminism is all about women empowerment. Women belong anywhere that they want to be. There is no place that a woman doesn't belong. But the second a woman tells you that where she wants to be is at the house with her children or making dinner for her husband, how dare she? She's a step back for womankind as a whole. Well, that's not very feminist of you. I thought your whole mission was equality for women. Now we're going to treat them like less because they have a different opinion than you?
Makes sense, right? I also can't wrap my mind around the fact that feminism is the farthest thing from true femininity ever. It ends up stripping you of everything that makes you feminine. By defeminizing women, you are essentially saying that we are not going to be as good as men unless we.
Let's talk for just a minute about the attack on masculinity that is occurring in this country. First of all, let's lay down the basic facts. Men tend to be more assertive. They tend to be more aggressive. They tend to have a little bit more unbridled ambition than us ladies. Sorry to tell you. They tend to be a little bit more possessive. They tend to be a little bit more independent. That's just true. And these are not westernized ideas of men. They are traits that are innate and have been seen throughout human history. History, you say? Oh my goodness. But now instead of recognizing these distinctions and giving young men in particular very healthy avenues of which to harness these traits, we are calling them toxic and saying we should raise boys and girls the same. Huh? And it's a disservice to the young people of this country. And we'll talk more about the feminine side of that later. But yeah, teach men to be men. It's that simple.
And you know, guys, the video just ended right there, but just a few points to make before we wrap up today's show, okay? We are seeing the results of this, right? We are seeing a lot of dudes who are growing up in broken families, you know, maybe the mother's not in the picture, maybe the father's not in the picture, whatever. We're basically just growing up in a situation where a lot of families are just so entirely fractured that dudes don't really know what the hell to do. Right, a lot of these families are missing a father figure, guys, and these women are not teaching them. Like, these single mothers are not teaching dudes how to go out there and be strong and independent. No. See, they're teaching these dudes how to go out here and be another sucker for one of these girls. That's what they're teaching. But guys, we're going to be wrapping up today's show on a couple of points, a couple of things that I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you one final story before we wrap up today's episode. But I just also quickly want to mention as well, guys, like I have an editor application in the description, gentlemen. So if you're interested in helping with the show by making some of these TikTok compilations, guys, go to the description and fill this out. If you're interested in helping out behind the scenes, this is just a Google document. But also there was a man, I'm looking for a particular man who filled out this form the other day. So if this is your, I've kind of blurred your details here, but if your name starts with an M, this is your Discord tag. When you fill out the form, I'm looking for this particular man. So if this is you right here, dude, please refill out this form and include the numbers that are on your Discord tag so that I can actually add you as a friend. But because I've been looking for you, but make sure that you fix the Discord friend tag there, guys. But there's one more thing that I want to show you, gentlemen, who have made it this far in the video before we wrap up today's show, because I thought it was just absolutely hilarious, and I thought you guys would get a bit of a kick out of this one. So just to wrap it up, if I can click the right damn screen, I'm looking for it. This one. This right here is a story from a single mother, guys, who is frustrated at the fact that dating online is quite difficult for her. Now, you as a guy, you already know, if you're a dude who's been out there and you've ever tried online dating, you already know just how absolutely terrible it is out there, okay, for a dude. Now, this woman is coming online and she has the audacity to complain about it as a woman. So let's read some of the things that she has to say. Online dating as a young single mother is disheartening as F. There is a post going around about unpopular dating opinions, and I want to add my 2 cents. The stigma is that I did this to myself, that I am a WH, that I shouldn't have done the things that I did, that I shouldn't be dating, period. I should stay single and focus all of my attention to my child, and if I try dating, then I must be neglecting said child. Single male parents aren't seen as WHs. People generally don't look at them and think, damn, they shouldn't have made the mistake. They are given praise for stepping up to the plate and taking care of their offspring. Let's just pause right there, guys. If you are a single mother and, you know, you're raising your kids by yourself, let's not BS it, okay? You will receive lots of praise from society for raising your kid. Oh, yes, you can do anything, queen. I'm so proud of you. You don't need no man, all that kind of stuff. So let's not play this game because women most definitely receive more praise for doing literally anything, okay? Literally anything. It's like I pay my own bills as if you're not supposed to anyway, like an adult, right? They are given praise for stepping up, blah, blah, blah. Single male parents aren't looked at in the same light. I am a woman. I am 27. I am slender. I do about 25 minutes of working out daily to keep my stomach flat and in shape. Okay, first of all, Why are you bragging? Why is it that girls feel the need to bring up this crap? It's like, first of all, if you're going to the gym for 25 minutes a day, that's not working out. Okay, it really isn't. Okay, you go for an hour and a half. Okay, and you go not every day of the week. Okay, but 25 minutes. It's like, oh, fantastic. And you always see the girls in the gym, right, guys? And they're always girls will, I swear, man, girls just come into the gyms, right? They do hip abductions, they do squats, and then they do maybe a bit of cardio for like 10 minutes on the treadmill, and then they leave. Like, I swear, man. But let's continue. I take care of myself. I'm told that I am pretty. I own my own home. I am a hard worker. I wouldn't ask for anything that I couldn't give in return. If you interact with me knowing that I have a child, then it shouldn't bother you later when you want to go to a bachelor party and suddenly realize you don't want to be with someone who has kids. If you know I have a child, then you shouldn't call me a B word when I answer the phone kindly yet briskly and ask to speak later when you can clearly hear my child in the background. If you know I have a child, don't make plans with me if you aren't sure you can keep them. Guys, I swear, this stuff is so funny, man. When girls get around and they're the ones that are getting flaked on, right? And they're the ones who are having issues because the guys can't keep promises with them and guys can't keep dates with them. It's like, I have no sympathy, gentlemen, because men are out here getting flaked left, right, and center. And these girls are getting online as a single mother expecting sympathy. Get out of here, man. If you know I have a child, then you shouldn't call me a B word, blah, blah, blah. If you aren't sure that you can keep them, I had to ask a trusted family member to watch my child so that I could see you. I am told that even single men with children would not want to engage with single women with children because they don't want to be taking care of another man's child. That is absolutely true. Why would you? Okay, like, you can't blame dudes for, like, not wanting to raise something that you brought into the world. Okay, it's this idea, right, that everything that someone does is just another man's responsibility is just so ridiculous. It's like, oh, girls screw up, men's responsibility. Girls do this, men's responsibility. Like, no, take care of your own child, make a good selection for the dude who you choose to have the child with, and you won't have these issues, okay, outside of, like, some unfortunate circumstances, guys. But let's just wrap this up. Blah, blah, blah. Over 2 years have been spent learning to love myself and learning to be happy, aka Chad shattered her self-esteem. I love my child and spending countless hours with them, but I want to find companionship too, and no, that doesn't make me a bad person. It's all disheartening as F. No, I am not looking for your judgment. No, I am not looking for your sympathy. Okay, well, I'm a bit confused. The end. Edit. It's been quite an interesting ride, y'all. Anytime a man has approached me, I mention that I have a child, so there isn't any confusion from the start. The issue arises when they continue to interact with me knowing this information, only to come to the revelation that they are not okay with it. Like what? Do you think that detail wouldn't be relevant? That detail, excuse me. As far as life goes, I have my crap together. I am educated. I have a decent job and work towards leadership positions. This may also be a turnoff for men, but I'll deal with that at a later time. No, you see, you can't deal with that at a later time, which is why you are writing this post, right? It's like girls want to sit here and complain, right? And it's like some of them know the solution, but they're like, you know what? I just want to come on here and complain. I don't want to solve anything. I just want to cry about it, right? This may blah, blah, blah. For those of you who are worried about me, don't. I am a strong-willed and will move forward. I am strong-willed and will move forward. Just wanted to rant about some bad apples that claim to be respectful towards women. Yeah, guys, if you don't want to deal with a single mother, of course you are disrespectful towards women by proxy naturally. Gentlemen, we're going to be wrapping up today's absolute clown world show right there. So, gentlemen, make sure you leave your comments and your thoughts. And if you're the man who filled out that form that I mentioned earlier, make sure you refill it out and add the digits to the Discord name so that I can add you. But guys, we're going to be leaving it there. As always, make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you boys in the next episode. Peace.